taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow on play action.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And second down. You look at this Baltimore defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys?
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Jackson now.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. The Ravens at 9-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Now a 2nd and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
He'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves. And 7 ahead. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
That is caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just want to take more of the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with
34. And now look at him go. He may go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for six. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. These two teams all tied after one. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. Start the drive, not much sense. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 3rd and 3.
Henry up the middle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd down, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First catch so far by Chase. It's a 1st down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
They'll get this to Flowers, left side.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Now 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Now an option play on 2nd down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 3. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They go play action now. Jackson. Right side. There's Likely with it. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This taken in right around the goal line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Taking over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Being chased out left. His throw. They'll try the right side with Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard